Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I post content every Saturday or Sunday. As you guys can see, I have red hair now, and I'm gonna be giving you guys a live update while we do my makeup only using pink products that I have, like pink packaging and stuff. I start by using my Fresh Rose Drip Hydration to just put some moisturizer on my face because I feel super ashy. And I want to start talking about how my life been recently and why I stopped posting on YouTube. So I have been very active on my TikTok and my Instagram account, but I have stopped a little bit because unfortunately I have been dealing with a lot of stuff, personal stuff. So just to give you like a little bit of what it is about is that if you guys see that I tend to stop talking, is because life has been rough lately and I really don't want to cry on here. So I might have to take a break because we just started and I'm really feeling like I'm gonna cry. Using my Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. This is actually a new product and I'm so excited to try this on. I'll start by saying that I don't think I talk about this on here, but my grandma got really sick last year, at the beginning of last year, and it was like it was a long process for the family because I don't know if you can relate to this, but when you have a person or a loved one that is currently sick and you're just kind of waiting for them to tell you the news, usually really emotionally. And I have been dealing with depression and anxiety for over 8 years now, so it's really hard for me when it comes to family death and all the stuff. Sadly, my grandma passed away on February 5 of 2024, and although I thought that I was prepared to, receive this news, I wasn't, and it hit me harder than what I thought it was going to. I don't think that you ever prepare to, like this kind of news. And honestly, it's just sad because I moved all the way to Indiana. That's currently where I live right now, just to be closer to her and be able to, like take my daughter and for her to see my daughter and play together and just gonna talk to her, because me and my grandma, we just love drinking coffee, and she used to bake this bread, and whenever I would go, she would always have bread ready and we would just enjoy it with coffee, which is pretty it was pretty fun to do. And honestly, I will miss those days. I will miss those days where I used to go visit her. And I'm currently feeling like this state where I live right now is making me depressed, because everything reminds me of her, because my grandma lived here since she came to the States. She has lived in the state, and now that she's gone, I feel like it's pointless for me and my husband, my daughter, to be here, because I do have other cousins, but honestly the goal for us to move here was so I could spend more time. And this because I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter, and this is because a year ago as well, in February, we have to go to the funeral for my husband's grandmother as well. I think she died on February 5th or 6th, which is like a day apart from my grandma's. So after she died, I really thought, like, hey, like, you never know how long I have left with my grandma, so let me move so I can be closer to her, because like, I really love my husband grandma, and honestly that really like affect me in some type of way. So we decided to move here, and now she's gone. And honestly, I just don't know how I feel. I have been drinking my medicine, and I think that has helped me a lot, but I have been depressed. I'm just gonna have to use one of these because I don't have a beauty blender that is pink. And yeah, I feel like I'm getting depressed because it's just really hard, you know, like dealing with family death. It's just really hard. If you see me looking here, it's because I don't have a mirror, so I'm using my phone as a mirror. And I don't know, I kind of just want to go and to my country. I kind of just want to go to my country and be there for my mom, because I don't think I have said this, but my grandma was sick for a whole year, and in November she spooky. And in November last year, she left the country to go back to Honduras to see if they could help her with her sickness. And unfortunately, she just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I keep praying, I keep begging God to, you know, like heal her or take her, but do it in a peaceful way, and just to make us, you know, like make us feel prepared for whenever that time was gonna come. And I don't think nobody was prepared, and I just feel like I couldn't be there for her on her last days, and it really sucks because I really wanted to be there, but I cannot leave the country just yet because I don't have a passport, and I'm still waiting on my documents. Like, I am a resident now. I'm so excited for that, but I still like paying my lawyer, and until I'm not done paying, or until I don't pay completely, they will not be giving me my papers. So I have to wait. Hopefully very soon I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the news, but that's something else. So I couldn't leave the country, and I couldn't be there for my mom and my family for this moment, you know. I was on FaceTime all the time. I saw the bereavement. I saw the burial, el entierro. I saw everything, and I did cry a lot. I think I feel better. It just from time to time that I really feel like I can believe that she's gone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she has so much more to give, but at the same time, I am happy that she is at peace now, because she had diabetes, and she had kidney failure, she had liver failure as well. She had a lot of things that it was causing her a lot of pain. So I'm so like, part of me feels at peace that she is in heaven, because I truly believe that my grandma went to heaven and she's no longer in this world suffering. So I'm happy about that. I'm also like excited because her and my dad used to have this relationship with, you know, like my dad was considered my grandma and mother, and vice versa. And I really feel like they finally reunited, son and mom, and she just watching over me and my child and my family. So that is a good way to put it. But if I'm being honest, guys, I don't think you can ever stop missing somebody. It's been 8 years or almost 9 years since my dad died, and I still miss him every single day. And when it comes to my grandma, I feel like it hurts me more, because he was the only grandma that I have alive. I didn't get to meet my grandparents from my dad's side, and she was the only one that was alive from my mom's side. And I really grew with her, and she was the reason why I started going to church. She's the reason why I stopped, you know, like I started going to church, and the reason why I had this relationship with God. And that's something else that I'm gonna talk in this video, because it did affect me on my relationship with God. I love how my makeup is blending with this stuff. Like, it's looking really cute. Go and do these eyelashes, or I'm gonna do mascara. I have two options for that. I couldn't use concealer because I don't have anything pink. I will be lying if I say that my relationship with God was not affected by my grandma's death, because it was, and it is. And the whole reason is because this might be selfish, you know. Don't get me wrong, I still truly and fully believe in God, and I'm trying every day to, you know, have a better relationship with Him, because without Him we are literally nothing. And I understand that everything happens for a reason, and I understand that even in the Bible it says that we might not understand what's going on, but one day we will. And I'm trying really, really hard to, you know, keep those words in my mind and be like, hey, everything happens for a reason. God has His reason. But please don't get this wrong, and I don't want you guys to take this in the wrong way as well. But the reason why I stopped like going to church and I stopped reading my Bible and all this stuff is because I felt that, you know, that it was unfair that He let my grandma suffer so much, because it was 2 months that my grandma was in completely pain and she didn't even eat. And I felt that, you know, my grandma was really faithful, my grandma was really strong in her faith, and for God letting her suffer that way, I felt like that was a little unfair of Him doing that. But again, this is only something that I think everybody thinks when hard seasons are happening, and it's just our flesh, you know, trying to separate us from God. I know people will probably say, like, stop thinking like that. God is a merciful and a loving God, and I know He is, but I'm just saying, like, the way I felt, and I still do sometimes from time to time. Like, I feel like it was unfair, that He was unfair to my grandma, but at the same time, I don't know truly how she really felt, because I was not there. I couldn't feel what she felt. So, you know, over the past days I have been a little depressed thinking about it, and I guess because I'm thinking the negative stuff, part of me doesn't want to go back to church, part of me doesn't want to do anything with Christian world and reading the Bible and any of that. But I know that that is so wrong, and I know that that is just the enemy trying to pull me back from God's purpose in my life. And this kind of reminds me of the Bible story when Lazarus, I think it's Lazarus, died, and Mary talks to God and says that if you were here, he wouldn't have died, or something like that. I think that's in John, the book of John. And honestly, I can relate to that so much because I have felt the same way. So for blush, I'm gonna be using my Patrick Ta blush. I had the e.l.f., but I'm just gonna try this one. She is stunning. Part of me relates to that, like, God, if you were really next to my grandma, all these things wouldn't have happened. Like, she wouldn't have died, she wouldn't, you know, like, suffer so much. And you know, I think it's just the flesh thinking that way, but in reality I truly believe that he had a different purpose for her. And I'm just happy, I'm glad that, you know, like, I guess eventually I will find out, and maybe I won't. Maybe time, and the more I grow my relationship with God, the more I read my Bible and all the stuff, I might comprehend what happened in a better way instead of the bad way. And I really truly hope that I can find peace in my soul I really truly hope that I can find peace and that my family is at peace now, because you know, having to take care of a loved one that is, you know, that is dying, and there's literally nothing for you that you can do besides pray. It's really hard. Like the last days I will only pray for God to take her. And I know it might sound selfish, but I really didn't want to see my grandma suffering anymore. And I would just, you know, be on my knees and praying and crying to God to please just take her. Because it was really hard. It was really hard, I'm not even gonna lie. February 16, we got into a car accident. It was really bad, snowy day, and we were on our way back home, and I had the feeling that something was gonna happen. Like I had it in my soul. And you know, we were so close back home. We were so close to get home, and then boom, we got into a car accident. And I just, like, I have been through a lot, you know. We are okay, my husband is okay, my dad is okay, and I'm really thankful for that. The other person, she was okay too. We were not at fault, but now we had to wait for the insurance to fix our car, so we are without a car. And we're just trying to see what's gonna happen, if the insurance gonna pay for the repairs, or they're just gonna give us like money and be like, this is what we think that the car is worth, here's your money and goodbye. We start this year so rough, but at the same time, for lips I had 3 options. So I had the Maybelline lip gloss, I had the Rare Beauty soft lip tint oil, and I had this about the life update, guys. So thank you for listening. This is my makeup only using pink products, like pink stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.